everybody? This is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing's easy. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to do a hard rant. This one on Kingdom Come Deliverance, and a lot of journalists back then talking about their, whether or not, you know, if KCD2 will have any diversity, or Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 having any diversity. They also talked about the first game and also the second game, of whether or not it should be in there. But you know how journalists are. They can be pretty biased. A lot of them can be. And we're about to check out what the hell these game journalists are talking about. Because you know we love our game journalists. They give us the top news that we need. They give us the good meat and potatoes when all of us just know that we just read what they say so we could just laugh. That's the truth of it, okay? That's the real truth of game journos at this time. We just wait until they see something stupid. We don't follow them. We don't subscribe. You know what people do. But they're just in there and we're just like, what did he just say? Resident Evil 5 needs a remake? A rewrite, not a remake? Oh, because we're shooting black people? Oh, okay, that's funny. I find that funny. That's racist, but it's also funny. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and dive right to this. I really do appreciate all the love and support. Also, don't really care what the world says. If I'm a transphobe, or if I'm a bigot, or Uncle Tom, I don't really give a fuck. These young bucks, it is whatever. I just say what I want to say, and I just try to speak the truth, and then that's it. That's all I do. I don't try to tell or sway anybody into any sort of talking. I just like to say stuff that's in my mind. That's it. Okay? All right, let's go ahead. All right, I got a couple of articles on here. One being PC Gamer on Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're gonna go ahead and look at that because these are three journalists that are actually wondering about the diversity in their game. We'll start with PC Gamer. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 isn't just bigger, it's more diverse, with Warhorse adding a wide range of ethnicities and different characters. Now, some of you are probably wondering, even I thought about it, I was like, oh, that's a pretty good title. But the other part of me is like, bro, you know what they're saying. Bro, you know what they're saying. It's the white folk trying to sniff for black people. It's the weirdest shit ever. It's like when a white girl just touches my dreads and says, oh, I like your hair. Stop it. Just stop it. It's just like that, okay? It's just like that. Listen, there's a lot of black people, brown people, and other people out there, but what they make for Warhorse Studios, they're trying to be authentic. But anyway, let's read what they got. By a guy named Rick Lane. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was revealed yesterday, and it is set by a considerably large, this was back in April, by the way, because representation of medieval life. As part of this, it's set to address one of the more controversial elements of the first game, its lack of diversity. In an interview with IGN, oh, by the way, PC Gamer and IGN, they both like to suck each other's dick. You know what I mean? They just like to go balls deep in. They kind of like to go full in and then kind of leave their tongue for the balls a little bit. They kind of like that. It has to be gay, but it can't be boy girl. They got to go full in with each other. That's just how both of them just work. Let's continue. Warhorse was asked directly about its philosophy on historical accuracy in the first game, and whether that philosophy had changed in the second. I don't know why they keep on doing this. It's fucking weird. Ever since Trump got elected like 4 years ago, people have been acting weird. It's just an orange man. Let it go. You know, when I said that I like politics in my video games, it's not this. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they want to focus on a historical accuracy. To this, Warhorse responded, Henry is embarking on a journey from the countryside and local quarrels to a relatively cosmopolitan city that is besieged and occupied by an invading king. Naturally, in a place like this, people can expect a wide range of ethnicities and different characters that Henry will meet on his journey. And he does. There's Cumans, Hungarians, people in Prague, Turks, Yeah, all walks of life in there. But you know how game journalists are. All they heard was white, white, and more white. It's just how they roll. Let's continue. Let's see. Naturally, in a place like this, people can expect a wide range of ethnicities and different characters that Henry will meet on his journey. For context, the original game was criticized for including no people of color beyond a handful of Turkic humans. I like how they say that. Like, we asked them years ago, and now we're asking again. We're gonna be that annoying. It's like getting not like Girl Scout cookies at the door. But at least you want some Girl Scout cookies. You know what I mean? I like those ones, you know, I won't talk about it. At least you get cookies. You know what I mean? In response, Warhorse defended its position based on the grounds of historical accuracy. In a statement from 2018, Daniel Vávra claimed the nationality of its characters reflects that we know about Bohemia in 1403. Daniel Vávra is the executive, he's the big boy in Warhorse Studios, which included entire family trees and property rights. That's actually true. There's actually a lot of coat of arms within Bohemia, and there's just different races, different sects, and it's pretty fascinating. I can't remember them all. I'm sorry. I just got into the game. I find the game fascinating, but at the same time, it's scary to get all this information in one go. So bear with me. Let's see. Reflects what we know about Bohemia, but that the situation at the time looked more heterogeneous in some other countries, but that for the specific area of Bohemia the game represented, there were no people of color around at that time. Okay, cool, awesome. This stance became the topic of some debate amongst historians. You're gonna have to give us resources on that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't just say historians like a random word. Give us names. Like some concurred that the ethnic representation of the area Kingdom Come depicted made sense given its primarily rural nature. Okay, that's cool. We're going off on a good start. Others felt that absence of proof did not constitute proof of aptness. You know what that means, right? It means like, bro, just because we didn't see any black or Chinese or gay people doesn't mean they ain't there. That's what it means. Listen, that's exactly what it means. So what happens when you find what happens when you find the black people? What does this article turn into? Once you find the black people, are you going to change this whole article into like, well, he's wrong, for one, and also, who's the other people that he's talking about? Others felt that the absence of proof did not constitute proof of absence. Who are these historians? Give us names. I think I got one article where Daniel Vávra and their team actually named a historian. They're the only people that gave me historian names. Like somebody who knows deep lore into Bohemia. He gave us a name. This guy's just like, yo, we got sources. We got historians that know. And I'm like, do you know? Or does Warhorse Studio, the people that actually have been there, that know people of Bohemia, that know everything that's going on, the people that have been working there. Let's break this down. The people that are from the Czech Republic play this game. And guess what? They love this game. Why? The historical accuracy and the love of combat and an awesome story. So they would know. You contact them, the people, and also the historians. You go to them. That's what they did. They know people. I'm pretty sure more than half of the people in Warhorse Studios live there. Live in that area. So, what do? I mean, you keep your fucking mouth shut. That's what you do. I'm black. I don't fucking know. So I just go by what the game tells me. That's it. That's it. You don't just become a journalist and be like, yo, where's the black people at? Come on now. That's really unbiased. I mean, really biased. With the sequel, Warhorse does not explicitly state that its philosophy has changed. In its response to IGN... Fuck IGN. The studio explains that the story and the plot of KCD has evolved. It's darker, deeper, and more cinematic. Awesome. Yet also crueler, with pivotal decisions and plot twists that challenge the player's conscience. More broadly, the studio states it is trying to depict a realistic, immersive, and believable medieval world that is being reconstructed to the best of our knowledge. I remember when I was playing KCD 1, and they were talking about some of the ladies being kidnapped and getting done in, and I was just like, bro... Ain't no game talking about that. Every time when a game talks about kidnapping people or kidnapping the ladies, they're like, yeah, we killed them. Yeah, we locked them up. And I'm just like, really? That's it? You're just a bunch of murderers and ransom people? I guess they're not going to go darker than that. But I think Witcher 3 and Warhorse Studios, and I think even a little bit of Cyberpunk, touch on certain things where it gets a little darker when it comes to how people react to gender, skin color, that sort of thing. Like that whole fucked up part where you're just like, yo, this would add realism to the story. Listen, I don't like the shit, but it wouldn't be cool to save some people so that you could prevent that from happening? That adds to the story. I'm just saying. Obviously, you want to save the damsel in distress. Obviously. Okay, let's continue on. This largely echoes its position on the first game, only the setting has been expanded. Yes. That said, Warhorse does note that for its research, the studio is very closely working together with universities, historians, and museums, reenactors, oh, it's nice, and a group of experts from different ethnicities or religious beliefs. So perhaps the studio is drawing its historically accurate representation from a broader pool of research. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Moreover, there is an implication that the game's diverse characters will play a more than peripheral role in the story. So that's good. Following its reveal that players will encounter a wide range of ethnicities, Warhorse explains that in KCD1, Henry grew from a boy to a man. That is true. Actually, he definitely looks like a boy, but in KCD2, he looks like he's about to fuck somebody up. Henry grows is a growing man into a warrior. However, he can't do this by himself. That's very true. You need allies, you need friends, you need companions, and he needs a strong cast of friends to help him on his journey. You know what that means? More wenches! I need more wenches! Listen, previous game, there was a lot of wenches, but I think we could double it up. Yeah, no, we could triple it up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, Warhorse Studio. I know you got some more wenches. Come on. But anyway, whether or not Warhorse Studio stands on the naughty issue of historically stance on the naughty issue of historical accuracy has shifted. What? We'll come back to that. The upshot is that KCD2 will be more diverse game than the original, which is a good thing. It seems like we won't have a long to wait before finding out how exactly Warhorse has approached this issue, as the sequel is apparently due to land this year. There ain't gonna be no black people. Let it go. There's gonna be different ethnicities, Germans, Hungarians. There's going to be a whole wide variety of different people. I'm sorry, but there's not going to be any black people there. I'm going to lay it to you straight. There's going to be a lot of white dudes. There's going to be a lot of white ladies. They're all going to speak different languages because they come from different ethnic backgrounds and different religious beliefs. That's what's going to happen. And then when the game comes out, you're going to play it before me because you're IGN and you just... Well, who knows? I want to see if Warhorse Studios goes... You niggas can wait, and then doesn't give them a review code or anything. I want to see if they do that. That would be fucking hilarious. They might get it, and you know exactly what they're saying. You know exactly what they're gonna say. It's gonna be a video, and it's gonna be like, great game, but where the niggas at? That's what they got. But where the niggas at? And it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be, ugh. That's as a black person, don't do that shit, Warhorse. You don't need it. Listen, you're good with me. Listen, as a black person, I do not go for looking for representation. My representation, if we can even call it that, is cool characters. Cool characters. I relate myself to Goku. I relate myself to Naruto. I relate myself to a little bit of Motoko from Ghost in the Shell. I relate myself to a little bit of Master Roshi. I relate myself to Marcus from Gears of War. I relate myself to those boys in Life is Strange 2. That's right, I played a woke game, but it was pretty good. Shut up. I relate myself to characters. That's it. That's the representation we're talking about. These people out here trying to be woke as a joke, trying to be broke, it's ridiculous, man. They're not understanding what exactly makes a good story, and it's rather pathetic. Let's look at the next one. Diversity in KCD means Poles, Czechs, Germans, Jews. That's about as accurate as you can get in the small rural background. Yeah, and Gutenberg still become the probably not more African. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'm fine with that. I want a good story. I want to have some laughs. I want to cry. I want to fucking beat up 3 people and still live. I want to collect flowers. I want to collect all the fucking flowers, and then I want to make all the poison. I want to make a love potion, but it turns out it's not a love potion because this game is realistic, so it's probably going to be an aphrodisiac, and then I'm going to give it to the late. I'm done with that one. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay. This one's coming from Eurogamer. This is going to be lovely. Robert Perchisi, whatever. I think I remember reading a little bit of this. So, to be fair, this person has given a lot of praise to this game through this whole thing. Until... He gave a lot of praise to this game. Until... where is it? You get still more praise. And there it is. The story also helps drag Kingdom Come out of the mud it can sometimes get bogged down in. I appreciate Warhorse's efforts to make quests a bit trickier. I don't know, he gave more praise. Yeah, you don't get anywhere quickly in Kingdom Come. Yeah, I played this game on hardcore. There was no fast traveling. None of that. Here it comes. When Kingdom Come does succeed, it's perilous. The Elder Scrolls and The Witcher can feel flimsy next to the sophisticated systems that heft of the history on show here. But there's also a big problem. There's no people of color in the game beyond people from the Cuman tribe, a Turkic people from the Eurasian steppe. The question is, should there be? No, you dumbass! You just explained different people and you didn't give a fuck about them! You don't give a fuck about the Cumans. You don't give a fuck about the Turkic people in here. You don't give a fuck about these people with different ethnic backgrounds. You just care if they're white. So you're just looking for people of color. You skip to Blue My Darling right over those people. He's like, yeah, they got some Germans in there. I mean, they got some Hungarians, but where my niggas at? It's disgusting. You know what mentality this is? If you ever been a token black guy, and there's a whole bunch of white people you're hanging out with, and you're just like, oh, that's cool. And plus, there's a whole bunch of white women here, and they got fat asses, so it's great. And then here comes that one white friend that's just like, yo, there's Tyro. Yo, you know the party's gonna be lit. Yo, this guy's funny, bro. This guy's funny. This is the only black guy. It's like, it's just like, it's this, and we can feel it. It's a shame that not every black person can see this, but it's just, it's really creepy. We know the African kings in Constantinople on pilgrimage to Spain. We know of a black Is this Spain? Let's continue. We know of exhaustive travels of Jews from the courts of Cordoba and Damascus. We also know of people. There's going to be Jews there. There's going to be Germans there. There's actually some in Kingdom Come 1. The historian Sean Miller tells me. Czech cities Olmütz and Prague were on the famous Silk Road, which facilitated the trade of goods all over the world. By the way, the Silk Road is a giant road that's attached to China and I believe all the way to Europe somewhere. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very long road, a very, very long road. And they just assume that black people just are like, yo, we're trying to head over to Czech Republic. They're going to make a new video game. Trust us. It's going to come out in like in a few hundred years. Okay, let's continue on. If you plot a line between them, it runs directly through the area recreated in the Kingdom Come. You just can't know nobody got sick and stayed a long time, he says. What if a group of black Africans, here we go again, came through and stayed at an inn and someone got pregnant? Even one night is enough for a pregnancy. This motherfucker just cucked himself. He just cucked himself. He literally just said, what if a black African came there, had sex with a white lady? I mean, it's possible. This guy's fueling his own fucking fan fiction. He's fueling his own fan fiction. Where are the mixed kids at? Oh, God damn. It's... let's see what chat's saying. I'm going through your HCKCD playthrough. I hope you like it. But they want Henry and Hans to go gay on each other. No, it's not that. It's like, Hans wants to hang out with Henry, and he's just like, hey, bro, how about we go to the tavern? Yeah. And we play a little dice. Yeah. And we cut our dicks off. Henry's like, what the fuck? And then roll credits. Roll credits. Oh my gosh. Well, if they want gay in KCD, there's like 3 already. No, Silk Road didn't reach as far as Central Europe. It ends at the Mediterranean. As such, from there, there's a lot of branches out. I assumed that it would branch out all the way to the Mediterranean. Interesting. Let me reach right back to what I was talking about. It's not conclusive proof. That means you were wrong. But it's readily available doubt to undermine Warhorse's interpretation. No, you just said you didn't have any proof. You know what that means? You were fucking wrong. God. What muddies the water further is whose interpretation is overridingly is creative director, writer, and Warhorse co-founder Daniel Vávra. He has been a vocal supporter of Gamergate, involved in antagonistic changes on Twitter. Okay, so now you're just checking his background and shit. So you're gonna talk all great about his game, and now you're just trying to search what he looks at. I hope you find something where Daniel Vávra liked a picture of some big titties. I'd be like, my man. More recently, also on the Gamergate thing, right on, man. He knows. More recently, he wore the same t-shirt depicting an album cover by a band Burzum every day at Gamescom 2017, a very visible time for him in his game. Burzum is the work of one man, Varg Vikers. A convicted murder and outspoken voice on racial purity and supremacy. Now, he even identified as a Nazi for a while. By the way, I looked up on this Varg person because when he said this, I had to find the information for myself. One, this kid was fucked up as a kid by his own parents, so that sucks. Two, he's right about the Nazi thing, although he hasn't committed any murders yet. Whatever he does as a person is fine. He's like, and also, he was a bit all over the place. The man has a lot of mental issues. He'll go from like liking everybody to hating everybody to this and that, and the guy clearly needs help. And as he grew up, he formed a band called Burzum. I think it was just his own thing, but later on he joined a band, but he killed one of his bandmates. And yes, I don't go for anybody touching anybody or killing anybody, obviously. But what I do love is black metal. I love metal. I'm sorry. Listen. Yeah, the guy did wrong, and he already did his time, and I think he has a family and with one child. But yeah, the guy did it wrong. Obviously, don't like that. Don't like any sort of killing. It's fucked up. I don't do it. Just don't do it. But I love metal. So if he wants to represent his band, he's free to do so. So don't go on his ass. It is what it is. See, this is the kind of shit that I can't fucking stand. It's because, okay, this person's a murderer. How about the pedophiles that are all over America? All the singers out there in America. How about the one person that peed on somebody? How about the person that's been talking to minors? Drake. How about all the fucked up things that I've been hearing about in America from other singers? How about those? How about the singers that have been avoiding, like, doing actual, not tax avoidance, but actual tax evasion? What about those? You want to talk about those? And people are still fans of those people. Surprise, surprise. Ain't nobody fucking care. Let the authorities handle it. That's it. Yeah, I heard. Or erroneous. Yeah, pretty fucked up. Wait, I just got here a little bit ago. Daniel Vávra killed some... No! No, Jordan. No. His name is Varg Vikas. This guy right here. That's the guy. He was wearing a shirt by a person that did kill somebody. Now I know Varv is close to Varg, but they are not the same. He is a fan of the... Okay, alright, we're all on the same page. Alright, cool. Alright, awesome. Let's continue on. As long as we're straight, it's all good. I know saying Varg and Varv is really close, so let me make it straight to everybody. We're talking about Varg Vikernes, a band member way back when who killed his own bandmate. He did time, and he's out, and the guy's kind of fucked up in the head, but he's got a family. He's also got a kid, and obviously he's a bit schizo, and he's gone through a lot. So it is what it is. This isn't to say Kingdom Come Deliverance is a hotbed of racism. Yes, it is. Or it's not. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll take care of that later. Kingdom Come Deliverance, you never know in the 1400s. You never know in the 1400s. My OBS just blew up. I'm sorry. That was not intentional. I apologize. Is everybody here? I have no idea what's going on. Are we all here? Was that my bad? Okay. Alright, we're all here. I apologize. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's because of the storm that's going on outside. So I apologize. Sorry, we got some high winds over here. Cox Internet be damned. Shut up, Craig. Shut the fuck. I hate the fact that he knows. Man, that Cox Internet. I'm like, oh God. Welcome back. Welcome back. Anyway, this isn't to say Kingdom Come Deliverance is a hotbed of racism. You actually never know in the 1400s. You're gonna have to be clear because, well, no. Let's be realistic here, okay? You and me. Let's be realistic. Back in the day, there was a lot of racism. There was a lot of fucked up shit. There was many battles, and there was a lot of shit going on. We're just gonna have to be real with the past. We have to stop pretending that 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, 1800s was just like 2024. I'm gonna let you know right now, if you're here in 2024 and you have a house over your head and you can go buy a Starbucks, you're fine. Okay? You got a gay boyfriend, you got a gay lesbian girlfriend, it's a completely different thing. It's a completely different experience. I wish people could start understanding that the past isn't the same as the future. Let's continue. Let's pass all this because I'm getting more pissed. More apparent to me was the backslapping laddishness revolving around bedding women. I'm pursuing a love story over here, while over the bedding a noble and having one night stands. Dude, are you talking about that moment with our boy God? Are you talking about our boy Godwin? Listen, Eurogamer, let's talk here. I understand that you grew up in a household where everything was nice and you just want to find that one woman and go straight. You don't even want to have sex with her until you're married, and then that'll be your virgin experience. I understand, but that is not everybody's experience. Okay? I'm going to let you know right now, outside your house, Eurogamer, outside your house, there are people having wild times and doing crazy stuff that you have never done. You have to get outside of your house and realize that there are other people doing different things, having one night stands, having group sex, having all sorts of craziness. I don't know why. If you're in the left, this is your time right now. This is all you talk about. What's happening right now? This is your thing. What? You love sex. I'm over here trying to search for love. You're playing a video game. Listen, the only person that I've ever loved in a video game was Pan Am and Cyberpunk. That was, and I know she ain't fucking real, but I'm gonna get so many pictures online. You're just gonna have to let that go. That's some mental. You need to go see therapy. I'm over here thinking I need to see therapy. You need to go see therapy. That's in addition to my Troubador perk, which makes me even more irresistible to women and lets me use the bath wenches for free, which ties into a key mechanic of keeping yourself clean and patched up. Wait. Hold up, Eurogamer. Hold up. You just said I'm pursuing a love story over here, while over there I'm betting a noble and having one night stands. Okay, so you're trying to pursue a love story. Okay. That's in addition to my Troubador perk, which makes me ears. That means you selected the Troubador perk. Is that correct? You chose the Troubador perk. So that means you actively chose that perk. You could have left that perk alone and found a girl, found some love. You could have ignored that perk, but you selected it. It's like, oh, you mean I could go to bed with a bathhouse lady for free? Disgusting. Click. You just said You said you got it, which ties to the key mechanic of keeping yourself clean and patched up. It also means I get the alpha male buff, plus 2 charisma. Hell yeah. Because I've been satisfied, and apparently it shows. It literally says that. The game's codex even feels the need to describe the ideal woman of the time. A thin, pale woman with long blonde hair, small rounded breasts, relatively narrow hips, and a narrow waist. Yeah, people like beautiful women. You're Eurogamer, you're gonna have to keep up. Come on now. How is it that you're Eurogamer? I suppose that you're in Europe and you don't know the history. Anyway, let's continue. Also, all of which means that the shadow lingers over Kingdom Come Deliverance. Nope. Only for you. Nope, stop. There's no shadow that lingers over Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's a shadow over you. It has nothing to do with Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's all on you. Nope, you. Instead of challenging the Dark Age and it reinterprets 615 years later. You mean to tell me that they're being accurate about the Dark Ages, so they were right in the beginning? The game seems to delight in it. Yeah, that's why people like it. Come on, man. Instead of seeing notes in the margin of the history book, we get what feels like a glossy pamphlet advertising an escape into an oddly... It's a video game. We're all escaping. Come on now. We're all escaping. Oddly romanticized past. It's realistic, dude. It's realistic. It's a game. It's escapism. You go out there. You try to search for loot. There's bandits. They try to kill you. You kill them. You could almost get killed by 3 people. You could almost get killed by 2 people in this game. You can get drunk. You can be stupid. You can make the wrong decision if you wait too long. You can even get too sick if you drink or eat too much. You can even fuck up a mission and make it fail just by making a decision or no decision at all. It's just how it is even in real life, but it's just 1403, man. Come on. And it's that ultimately which makes me too uneasy about Warhorse's work to be able to recommend it. Then don't play it. Okay? All right? Then don't play it. If you want, I will introduce you to a beautiful game. It is called the wokest shit out there. If you want, I think there's a game out there where you can fall in love with a daddy, sort of like a single dad, and you can get into a relationship with them. There's that out there. You can go back to Baldur's Gate 3 and fuck a bear if you want to. Whatever you want. You can go there, and then we'll have our slice of our pie. You get your pie, I get my pie. Cool. Awesome. Last one. This one is coming from GamesIndustry.biz. This one, this article, honestly, is actually quite unbiased, actually. He's just giving us information, which is odd. But he's just trying to give out facts. Even after the launch of his studio debut title, Dan Vávra remains to be the defensive following criticisms over the lack of diversity in the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Awesome. The historical RPG set in 15th century Bohemia has been criticized for the lack of people of color and the minimal role women play in the story, but developer Warhorse has always maintained this in the interest of historical accuracy. Also, not even a historical accuracy. Sometimes it's even true to this day, because when it comes to combat, most likely men are going to participate. If something were to happen inside this house, most likely I would have to take care of it, or the landlord will take care of it. The girlfriends in this whole house, well, they're probably going to call the police. Surprise, surprise. Real life. Oh, when I work and I'm delivering things to the house, guess who answers the door? If the wife is with her husband, most likely the husband's going to answer the door. Like, sometimes they get to the window and they're like, "It's a nigger." And then she runs out, and her husband comes out. He's like, "Hey, thanks for the package. It's for my wife." I'm just looking. Anyway. The historical RPG set in 15th century Bohemia has been criticized for the lack of people of color and the minimal role women play in the story, but developer Warhorse has always maintained it. Yep, that's what we read our talk. Also, I like the way he says this, as in people have stated this. He's not saying like, yo, why aren't there black people? He's just stating this is what people say. Speaking at Reboot developed today, co-founder and creative director Vávra disputed the notion that the game might be a vehicle for his own political views. No, it's not. The developer has been associated with the Gamergate movement. Rock on. Listen, we're not going to forget Gamergate and Gamergate 2, okay? We know what game journos are up to, and it's fucking disgusting, okay? We're not going to forget. We're not going to fucking forget. That. Nope. Often described as a hate group. It's not. It's gamers wondering what the fuck is going on, and the game journalists are hating gamers. You see what I'm saying? Gamers love games, but they hate it when game journalists do some fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they'll play their own little game. They'll play Diablo. They'll play Path of Exile. They'll play all these damn games. But at the same time, are game journos being weird again? Yep. All right. Close it down. Shut them up. Let's play some Overwatch or some shit. Don't play Overwatch. Let it go. Blizzard is dead. Justice warriors and feminists via social media, often described as a hate group, and has been known to oppose social justice warriors and feminists via social media. Awesome. I wrote 10% of the game. He wrote 10% of the game? 6 other people wrote it with me. There's an anarchist sitting with me in the office. There's a liberal guy sitting with me in the office. So it has no propaganda because there are more people with the opposite political views to what I have in the same office. We didn't kill each other. We were able to cooperate, so it's ridiculous. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. See what I mean? That's it. See, no wonder he likes that metal band. Yeah, he killed somebody, but his fucking guitar solo? Did you hear that riff? So he, as long as they are able to do their job cooperatively, he doesn't care. They wrote the game like he only did 10% of it. 10%. So that means some liberal guy or some liberal lady was like, I want all the ladies to be vulnerable. And everybody in the Warhorse Studios was like, whoa, back up. Are we a historian now? The liberal people were just like, have sex with the ladies. Oh shit. Oh, listen, I'm only writing 10%. I'm writing the main story. What's going on? Let them be hot. Oh, shit. Calm down, Diane. It's 2024. Say any more and you're fired. They wrote the game, they wrote it. In a talk that discussed the history of Kingdom Come Deliverance and explained the many delays to the game's release, Vávra touched on the controversy and suggested media's handling of it was very one-sided. I take it there was a lot of trouble with Kickstarter and to have this game come out. I understand that. Delays and all that. It all started without anyone asking us for an opinion, he said. All of a sudden, there were articles on the internet. Nobody asked us about what they were writing, which is not very good journalism. I would say most of the articles were written in a way that was like it didn't happen, but it could happen. Well, that's just how game journalists are. They like to go straight to the meat of the bullshit. They like to make things spicy. If you have a story that lines with what they believe in, then they're gonna either not write about it or just make it plain and simple, it's probably going to be like 3 paragraphs and be done with. But if you don't have their political views on it, they're going to be on that shit like white on rice. You remember what I told you when that last little note just said? When they said, hey, previous KCD, we touched on this subject. Now in KCD 2, we're going to touch on the subject again. Now, I ask you, where are the niggers at? See what I mean? They, years and years, they do not hold back. It's still weird. There was an article in the mainstream magazine saying that there was a Silk Road going from Olomouc or Moravian City to Prague. I hope that everyone who attended elementary school knows that the Silk Road ran from China to Turkey. Damn, there are maps on Google that show exactly where it went, but we are bad because we are lying because Silk Roads went to Prague, which is an absolute ridiculous statement. Yeah, that's kind of you know what? Silk Road. You know, we're gonna learn something today. We're gonna learn something today. We're gonna learn some today. Huh. Well, what do you know? Huh. It branches off too. Hold on, I'm getting some extra information. Huh. Interesting. Almost barely even touches it. That's interesting. Huh. That's new. I learn something every day. Anyway, let's continue. He also claims that some journalists quoted historians that do not exist. What did I say? What did I say? You didn't give us a name? What did I say? Bro, do I need to go back to this video? Go back to this video, and didn't I say, like, bro, where are the historian names at? Bro, you need to give us names. Adding that he did not quote his own historians as he didn't want to get them embroiled in the argument. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. He would point out a historian, and then people would be like, attack that historian. I sometimes hate people. I love people, but sometimes people like this, it's fucking disgusting. There's this 70-year-old guy, the biggest authority on the period we have, and I don't want to attach him to me when I'm attacked. That's why he's only saying just a 70-year-old guy, because the internet, nope, sorry, I'm not going to say the internet, because that takes away from accountability. Some of you freaks out there like to attack people because you're wrong and he's right. I don't want anyone calling him names and discrediting his work just because he's on my side, because I'm toxic. I like how he admits that he's toxic. Hey, I'm toxic too. That's why I didn't fight back with the announcements from historians, because I didn't want to take them into the shitstorm with us. Awesome. He's taking accountability for his own thing, and he's taken. That is such a man thing to do. This guy's got a big dick. But I double checked, and most of the stuff the media said was ridiculous. It was laughable if it wasn't serious. It's easily disproved if anybody would like to have the discussion, but nobody wanted to. It's almost like the left only care about themselves. Varv even suggests judgments were passed on him based on his YouTube history and social media tweets. He liked, in addition, that what he was actually posting. See, again, they're looking at his fucking history of shit. Find my history. I got feet pics everywhere. Have fun, okay? Have fun. Varv even suggests judgments were passed on him based. Yeah. They even went to Twitter and looked at things I liked. He said, "It's not that what you say, but even stuff you like. So I liked something like Eric Trump. It was non-political stuff, but I liked something. And Trump is a terrible person, so I'm a terrible person as well. It was absolutely ridiculous. If you support a certain team." blue or red. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. You can support whoever you want. It's the actions that matter. You support this person. Oh, people don't like them, but you like them. That's fine. You support this person. Okay, all right. You ain't doing anything nefarious. You're cool. It's all good. See, people need to start realizing that we can have agreements and disagreements. We can have likes and dislikes, but we're all living on this world together. There ain't no second world out there right now. You're gonna have to live with what you're living with. So you can't just be looking at somebody, you hate pickles, and then you see somebody with pickles and they're just shoving their face full of pickles, and then you punch them in the mouth. No, stop it. Calm down. All right. It's worth noting that the media has previously reported on attitudes he has expressed via Twitter, including comparing Apple boss Tim Cook to ISIS. And feminist critic Anita Scarsazian to book-burning Nazis. Listen, we all need to keep an eye on Anita Scarsazian, because this bitch crazy, okay? Did you see that one wedding? Her single wedding? Did you see that one wedding she had that was not even a wedding? Crazy bitch. When a member of the audience asked if he believed the controversy could have led to a more reasonable discussion, he said, "I would always be willing to discuss it if anyone was willing to discuss it with me, but never ever anyone was except Germany's GameStar." And that was after the biggest shitstorm happened, and Stephen Tortillo at Kotaku did an interview with me that was quite okay. Not very biased, but those were the only two publications that were willing to have any discussion. That's interesting that Kotaku had a random W. I hope that went well. No one came to us and asked me properly. If anyone would seriously ask why did he do this, I would be perfectly willing to answer, and I believe that my answer would be perfectly satisfying to most people, because there were no conspiracy theories behind it. He's talking about the propaganda with... There ain't no propaganda in the fucking game. It's just realism 101. People just need to let it go and stop being weird. See, this is what bothers me, is he doesn't really need to answer to anybody, but I find it kind of interesting that he's trying to take all the punches. Like, he's just forwarding any sort of bullshit his way, and he only dealt with 10% of the story. Everything else was the team. That's a leader right there. That's really a leader. I find it really interesting that he would do that. That's a person that you have to stand by right there. But it's, yeah. Fortunately, the controversy did not impact the performance of the game with Varv. Yeah, no, it didn't. Declaring sales were better than expected. Kingdom Come Deliverance sold 1 million copies. 1,000,001, bruh! I'm here, bruh! The first 2 weeks, and generated enough money for Warhorse to continue developing both new content and new games. Varv was also grateful for the support Kingdom Come fans showed during the initial media backlash. I'm one of them. Thank God gamers are largely on our side. He said, usually when you look at the comment sections under those articles, it backfired terribly. Don't look at the comments in the article, because the comments in the article, they're all sucking each other off. Now, if you had the article in Twitter or in TikTok or something like that, that's the real people. That's the real... Anybody that's in the article down here or something like that are people that are just like, how could they do this? And as they say that, they get a small paycheck in their bank account. Don't trust it. I was really thinking I was going to quit because I didn't need this in my life. Man, he was going to quit. I'm so glad that he that's the thing with game developers, is they need to realize their audience. like I'm so glad that they did this, because he knows that a game for everyone is a game for no one. That is clearly true above all else. You want to have a samey game, a game that's definitely for everyone, and just put a whole bunch of DEI bullshit on it. Play Assassin's Creed Shadows. You want to have a game that's sort of towards realism, beautiful game, beautiful story, deep progression. Play Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's really fun. It's pretty fun. But I'm so glad he didn't quit. When it comes to being a game developer, you have to listen to your fans. I'm glad that they're listening, but they need to really listen to their fans, because you'll notice the bullshit from one side to another. One fan is just like, yeah, I like this game. It's a pretty good game you got here. I like the realism. It's based on an area that I live at, so good on you. Or do you want to listen to a person saying, yo, where are the black gay bitches at? Who would you rather listen to? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to listen to the first person. You'll start to notice the stupidity real quick. You just need to pluck out those and focus on the good. But anyway, guys, that's our video, our hard rant today. Man, that was good. Shout out to Sexy Biscuit. I know that you had to private that one video, but I'm here to stay, and I'm keeping this video up. And yeah, we're gonna go play some video games. Awesome.